What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to another episode of my Ashes Cricket Career Mode. If you are hyped for episode number 18, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. But before we do go and get any further, I just want to ask you guys one thing. We have now obviously made our first class debut, and I think it's time that we get rid of this generic bat. So I'm going to leave a poll up in the top right hand corner, basically getting you guys to select whether I pick an icon or a ton bat, and then from there we will go into maybe 2 or 3 different options in the next episode that you guys can go and pick, because I think we need to get rid of this generic bat. It's just not very good. So you guys let me know what you think, and let's go and jump straight into the game. Alright, so we're here at the Gabba playing our second first class match. The first one went pretty well, to be fair, so we're looking to go and build on that and try and press for higher honours. The team lineups do look pretty good, it must be said, for the Queensland Bulls, so we'll be happy with that. Ours is okay as well, apart from Benny McDermott being the captain, but you know, beggars cannot be choosers. He is going to have the call. He is, the away captain. I'm not even sure. I think that's Joe Burns, possibly. And the Tassie Tigers have won the toss, and they are going to have a bowl first. Alright, so there's our record at the moment. One match, we got the 3 wickets for 72 runs at an average of just 24, which is pretty good to start. I'm going to go back to the in swing because it's worked quite well. We've got a pretty, you'd say that this is an alright field. We've got 2 slips, we've got a man at third man, we also have a man sweeping, probably at like a deep, I guess extra cover or even cover region, so we'll be looking to try and use him as much as possible. We're coming up against one half of the Bash brothers. I'm hoping he's not going to carry his BBL form into this game here. Currently 36 off 37, so he started off pretty well, but the number 16 for the Tassie Tigers is running in with wind behind him. I don't even know if there's wind behind him, but he's got his tail up and he's looking to carry on from game number 1. Oh, that one there is whipped away through the leg side. That's going to be the first runs off Cliff's bowling. Cliff Lynn, what am I saying? Chris Lynn grabs himself 4, and he is moving along quite nicely with a strike rate of exactly 100 here. Oh, yes! Oh, come on. Was not expecting that. We've been bowling pretty garbage, to be fair. And Hemphrey has just gone and tried to whip one away on the leg side. He's got aerial on it. I didn't get big on him or anything, didn't swing a whole lot, and it's just gone up in the air. We'll have a quick look here at the replay. So steaming in, and just goes and tried to flick it away. Maybe just a little bit of extra bounce, and he got it high on the bat. And that is a great catch, it must be said, by Kingston there at mid-wicket. Tassie have got to be happy with the position they are in at the moment as young Jimmy Pearson comes to the crease. With the score at 5 for 198 after sending the Bulls in, I was going to call them the Heat, but after sending the Bulls in to bat first, you've got to be happy with that. Cliff grabs his first. How many more can we get? This one here has worked away on the leg side. Runs have been coming, you know, but really just more in the form of 1s and 2s. You've got to try and break this partnership though. We've got 1 ball left here to go. This is our 6th over, 1 for 25 at the moment. And Heslett and Pearson are starting to put on quite a nice wee knock for this partnership here. So we need to break it, we need wickets, we need to roll this Queensland Bulls side. Oh, we find the edge, which we have done a couple of times actually, to be fair, of Pearson's bat. But it hasn't gone and travelled to any fielders in the vicinity. There's about 40 overs left to go in the game. It's currently the score 5 for 242. So you'd have to say at the moment both teams would be fairly happy with their position in the game. I think a couple of quick wickets here for the Tassie Tigers getting down into the tail of the Bulls will have us ahead going into it, but ideally I would love to be having a bat late on day 1, really getting ourselves in a good position for this test here. That one there has been flicked away by Pearson. There is a man out there patrolling the boundary. Hasn't carried to him though, it's gone over the man in close. It's going to be a single, and that is going to finish the over off. Oh, the edge again. Man, oh man, this one has run away to third man. Edges galore once again, but we just can't seem to quite get them to go to hand. They're picking the field. to be fair, we don't have anyone in that third man region at all. We are bowling in swing, trying. I guess we got those two guys covering at the boundary on the leg side, trying to hope again just for something to flick off or get an outside edge that is going to go and carry to either that slip or the keeper. But that one there has been driven down the ground. It's another good shot by Jimmy Pearson. He is starting to get into his work now, but a good piece of fielding, it must be said, by those guys down there on the boundary. They've saved 2 and now 6 for 5. I was going to say 500, 253. Oh, there we go. We've gone through him. Not a whole lot of swing. And Jake Wildermuth has just played around that one. I was trying to get him to drive. That was his weakness. There was an easy single out there. But this one, he's just played all around, to be fair, trying to whip it to the leg side. And Cliff has got his second, as off stump has finally been hit. We have been very close on a few of those. There's been a few leaves, but this one here has just been played around by the young Queensland all-rounder. Makes the score 7 for 257. And you've got to be happy, to be fair, in that situation after sending Queensland into bowl. Kind of hoping here that numbers 9, 10 and 11 will go fairly quickly. That's not the case. MacArthur off the mark with 4. Oh, that's gone. That's LBW. The only reason I know that is because the bloody take wicket sign came up down the bottom. We have now taken 50. I'm not sure if that's... we must have taken more than 50 in our career. Trevor MacArthur gone for 4 off just 4. He did get that boundary off the first ball that he did face. We do now have 3 for, and probably our best figures to date so far. Cam Gannon in now. And, I mean... I said if we could manage to try and get these guys out and be batting late on day 1, I would be very happy. If we could do it by, say, getting these next 2 wickets for 20 or less runs, sending Queensland in and have them only scoring 280 would be absolutely massive, considering the batting order that they do have. It is fairly good and fairly decent. We've found the outside edge of Cam Gannon's bat there again, so I'm guessing a wicket is not far away. Ooh, that there is whipped away on the leg side. It's only going to be a single. Last ball of this over here. We have been a little bit expensive with 3 for 43 at the moment, just about finishing off our 10th over. We do have Pearson. I think Pearson is the key. You know, if we can get rid of him, I think we can probably get rid of Gannon. And I think number 11 is Steketee. So I think we can probably get rid of those guys cheaply. But Jimmy Pearson, we've got to try and starve him with a strike, get him out, and get this Queensland side out for 280 or less. That one there's worked away. They have got to that 280 mark, and that is mainly due to the fact of Pearson. He has now moved into the 40s. 9 for 285 is currently the score. Steketee's hanging around. He actually has looked fairly solid, the number 11 for this Queensland side. He's just been blocking it out, giving Pearson the strike. Love to finish off here with another wicket if we could. Finish with 4 for. We did have a chance of 5, but obviously with Cam Gannon getting out LBW, that was gone. Skis. Which we're not really too fussed about. I mean, this is a team game. We're not doing it for individual records. You've got to remember, we are only playing our second Shield game, and we have actually gone and picked up that wicket as we were just talking about. It has been flicked away by Jimmy Pearson. He doesn't want to leave, and it's quite funny. Whenever you get that last wicket, the player just does not want to leave, goes and does a little bit of gardening down the pitch. But this one here, again, maybe just a little bit slower, has been flicked away, and I think that is possibly Hamish Kingston, who has picked himself up another wicket. I wasn't quite too sure who it was. Yes, Kingston it was. So he got our wickets. We did get Jake Wildermuth bowled, and we did also get MacArthur, LBW for, I think, our 50th wicket in a challenge or something like that. Tassie will be pretty happy with this, to be fair. All out the Queensland Bulls for 285. It does give us about 20 overs left to bat in day 1, so hopefully we can make a good indent on this total. Come back day 2 where we're batting and hopefully be fairly close to being even or possibly even having a lead. Alright, so we're coming into bat. We've got a pretty good record at the moment, to be fair. 120 runs in our first game. Currently trailing by just 51. The score is currently 2 for 5. What am I saying? My God, you can tell that I haven't done a comma in a while because I just can't say my words. 5 for 234, currently 51 runs behind, as I said, and we'll be looking to go big here with the bat with Webster. We've got Faulkner coming in next, so we do still have plenty of batting, and just really, I guess, hoping to try and grab ourselves some quick runs against this Queensland Bulls side, get ourselves the lead. I mean, we are now less than 50 behind, thanks to that 2 that has gone and got us off the mark. Here we go. This might only be... I don't even think this is going to get there. We just cannot seem to hit 4s here at the Gabba. The boundaries are just so massive. We are going to come back for a 4th anyway. We're going to run 4, which is the second time we've done it. We've actually only hit 1 to the boundary rope as of yet. We do have a nice lead here as well, with the score now 5 for 309. We've actually moved on to 47 off of just 33. So it shows you, I guess... Oh my god, what am I thinking? It shows just how much, I guess, I've developed as a player. You know, from Don Bradman 14, where I just got bored and I would just go and try and smack boundaries at this stage, I'm really going and trying just to nudge it around as much as we can. And we have gone and picked ourselves up another single there. I guess it just shows the maturity in our player in our career, which is very nice to see. Well done to Bo Webster. He has gone, picked himself up 50. Good partnership that the two of us are actually forming here. We do have MacArthur, who is bowling that left arm quick stuff, and really nowhere, well, now the field has changed. I was going to say there's really nowhere to go on that offside, but now we do have an easy run down to... I don't even know where that guy is, to be fair. We've hit it to the... Oh my god, the short third, man. And to be fair, direct hit Bo Webster would have been absolutely sold down the river there, it must be said. That was an absolute terrible run by Cliff. He does survive, moves on to 49. We're looking to pick up, I believe that will be our third... Is that hit something, or is that just a wide? It would be our third consecutive 50 in first class cricket. So we might have to possibly look at even putting the batting difficulty up. Because bowling we're doing okay without being... amazing, but yeah, batting has been fairly comfortable to date so far. We're going to nudge this one out into the offside. That is going to see 2. Yeah, we'll just take the 2. We'll come and have a look, obviously, at how the tape does look. It should only be, yeah, so 3 4s in there. 2 of them we did actually just run for, and the boundaries here at the Gabba seem to be massive, and it seems to be stopping us from hitting boundaries just because we can't seem to quite get the timing. Our batting's not quite there, but I think we definitely need to look at trying to put the difficulty up, because there's no way a young kid like ourselves should be coming into this first class, into the Sheffield Shield, and scoring back-to-back 50s. You know, it should be a lot less, but we're going to carry on. We've still got a lead of 34. Obviously, still James Faulkner left to come, as I did mention earlier. So there is still batting. We're looking to try and convert, and I guess get past that 3-figure mark, because we haven't been able to do it as of yet. We've made, I think, 62 and 58 respectively. So we're looking to try and kick on after those, not have an absolute mare, and just, as I said, try and hang on if we can. That one there, again, see, that's pretty nicely timed, but it's only going to go for 2. Oh, this one here, surely this is going to go for 4. The timing's there. It is a massive boundary. And it has, oh my god, just trickled there, would you believe? Grabbing ourselves, I think, the 4th 4 of the innings. We've been on to 58 off 42. Cam Gannon has gone for a fair bit of stick. And Tassie will be looking to probably make the most of this before the new ball does arrive. I was going to say, I've almost sold Bo Webster down the river there again. Right, so we have lost our batting buddy, Bo Webster. He is gone. I think he made about 62 from memory. Does bring James Faulkner to the crease, which isn't, as I said, it's not a huge loss. Faulkner coming in at number 8. We do bat quite deep in this side, it must be said. Especially with us coming in at 7, Faulkner at 8. We've obviously got Webster. Webster could be batting a bit lower, I think. Webster probably down at 8. I think move myself to 6 with Faulkner at 7, just so I can give myself a bit more time to obviously go and play myself in where required. That one there, I was going to say, one day we are going to run out one of our partners. We're going to sell them down the river, it must be said. Faulkner's 5 off 2 at the moment, so he's moving along quite nicely. The lead is 50. I think if we can get a lead around 120, 130, even 150, then we will be in a pretty good shape. We haven't timed that cut there off the back foot at all. And we're just going to pick up a single. Oh, there we go. We go big. I'm just thinking to myself, there is honestly no one down there at all. If it's going to be full and it's going to be wide, I'm just going to throw the hands at it and hope for the best. I think that is possibly our first 6. It's definitely our first 6 in Sheffield Shield. It's definitely not our first 6 in career mode, because we've just come up that we have hit 6 of 7. So definitely not the first 6 in career mode, but the first in Sheffield Shield. And that is good. We are taking it to MacArthur. As I said, if you are going to bowl it full and wide, you are going to get taken to. And I think Faulkner probably is in the same mentality. We've moved on to 70, so this is our highest Sheffield Shield score. My God, alliteration to the days. Tongue twister, whatever you have. So we're looking to continue on here. As I said, try and get to that 3-figure mark. I did look to go and try and find... what the hell? Is that gone for 4? You're kidding. I've tried to find my bat, and I can't find it anywhere. So, if I get to the 100, I'm just going to have to raise a pen. Oh, and this one here has worked away through the leg side. We're starting to get the timing now. These boundaries at the Gabba are no match for Cliff's blade at the moment. If we can do this with a generic bat, imagine what's going to happen when we tune in and get that icon or the ton in the next episode. Really looking forward to that, it must be said. But there is a poor shot. Just poor everything, to be fair. Right, we're starting to run out of batting partners here. We have lost both Faulkner and I think Feckerty. So we are on 80. Currently the team score is 8 for 355. We're batting with Kingston here, and I think we possibly have Cam Boyce. Yes, so we do have Cam Boyce at number 11. We have lost another wicket, so I think it's time to probably start going aerial and just try and, I guess, make the most of this batting that we do have left. So I think we need 19 runs to get to that 100. I'm not really too sure if we are going to get there, to be fair. I think down the ground now is going to be the way to go now that there are a few slips there. But we do need to make sure that we try and get the right delivery. I'm not even going to take a run there just because the way my tail enders have been, I guess, attempting to survive with me has been absolutely terrible at the moment. So we're looking at just to try. We need 19. If we can get off these these 4 balls, I'll definitely be happy with that, but we just can't seem to get anything. I am going to take the single, leave my trust in Cameron Boyce to try and block out these last 3 balls, or just survive these last 3 balls. And I don't really know what has happened here. It seems to be that we have just frozen. Alright, so I managed to fix it. Don't ask me how, but it seems as though Cam Boyce didn't last. Wildermuth got his 4th. We finished 82 not out off 60 deliveries, so the top score to go with that 4 for 51 that we had in the first innings. That currently gives us a lead of 72 runs, so we're looking to try and knock off, I'd say probably if we can knock off Burns, Lynn, and even Labuschagne, you know, before they go and get into the lead, I will be fairly happy, because the tail didn't last very long for them. It didn't last very long for us at all. I mean, I'm very disappointed. 82 not out, and number 9, 10 and 11 all going for ducks. I was going to say all LBW, but Cam Boyce was out caught behind by Pearson. He picked up 5 catches in the innings, so well done to him. And really, besides that, well, a lot of players got stuck. Just Jake Doran, 58 off 98, Ben Dunk, 57, George Bailey, 68, Bo Webster, 52, and then we are obviously stranded there on 82 not out off of just 60 deliveries. Picked up 4 wickets in the first innings. How many can we get in the second? We'll find out in just a moment. Alright, so we've come in quite late in the piece. We do now have best figures of 4 for 51, which is nice. Queensland Bulls are 1 for... what am I saying? My God, they are 5. You can tell I haven't done commentaries in a long time. 5 for 143. There's 17 overs left to go here in day number 2 of the Sheffield Shield clash at the Gabba. Currently leading, I think, by about 70 runs, 71 runs to be precise. So we're in, it must be said, to be fair, we are in a pretty good position here, the Tassie Tigers, because technically Queensland are 5. I mean, they'll be 5 for 76 now. They've got a lead of 76, sorry, for 75. but only the 5 wickets left in hand, and we did see how quickly both our tail and even their tail, I guess, crumbled in the first innings. So we'll be looking to try and grab ourselves a few quick wickets here. We have come in quite late on in the piece, in the 27th over. So we're looking, as I said, to try and pick ourselves up some wickets. Pearson will be looking to carry on from his first innings exploits, and he's having no trouble finding the fence. He's picked up his second 4 in just 4 deliveries. Ho ho! And then the next one, he is gone. He's absolutely creamed it once again, don't get me wrong, but Cox has gone and picked up a catch. It's a great catch as well, diving away. I think, well, it's either to his right or his left, one of the two. But that does mean Cliff has picked up his 5th wicket of the game. We're just going to go and wait, have a quick look at this replay, because it was an absolute spectacular catch. I thought it was going to the boundary again for another 4, but that is a huge wicket to go and pick up Jimmy Pearson, and that is a great diving catch by Cox there, the opening batsman. We will definitely go and take that. Brings Wildermuth into the crease, who is no bunny by any stretch of the imagination. 32 matches, and he does have 200s to his name, along with 350. So we grab ourselves a wicket in our very first over, and now Queensland, technically, they are 6 for 151, technically 6 for 75. Oh, that's got to be gone. That's plumb. Surely that has missed the bat, and it has, says the umpire. You little ripper, Cliff. You've got your second. Humphrey is gone, and that is Queensland 7 down now. You'd have to say that this game is going to be over very early on day 3. I don't want to say it could be over tonight, because there is only about 17 overs left to go. And remember, we do still need to bat, and they are about 80 runs ahead at this stage. But Cliff has picked up his second of the innings. That is 6 for the game to go along with that 82 not out at the moment. Wildermuth and MacArthur in. 2 for 8 so far, Cliff, as he picked up a wicket maiden last time around. This ball is moving quite a fair bit. I would not be leaving those, Jake Wildermuth, because knowing your luck, one is going to ping off and absolutely cream your off stump. That one there is mistimed. Man, oh man. Cliff has got it on an absolute string here. He'll be very happy with the way he's going. Still 3 wickets left. Possibility of a 5-wicket bag is still on. However, I think someone else is probably going to go and pick someone up along the way. But this ball, as I said, it is moving around. It is swinging. It's not a nice time to be a Queensland Bulls batter. Are you kidding me? What was that fielder doing? It's gone straight to him, and he's just missed it. He has clean missed it. What a muppet. Oh, the first ball, we come back. We get MacArthur. He was 1 away from his 50. I think that possibly would have been a maiden first class 50 for him as well. But we come back. First ball of our spell. We knock over off stump. You can't get much better than that from a bowling point of view. How many times do we need to watch it, Cliff? But that is MacArthur gone bowled for 49. It means that Queensland finished 227 all out off of just 55 deliveries. They did make it into day 3. However, we do only require 155 runs with the bat. I'm hoping that we are not required, but stranger things have happened. Alright, so there we are. The Tassie Tigers win by 6 wickets. They get back on their winning ways after I think we lost the last game, but I'm not 100% sure about that there. Pretty convincing victory in the end. We get there with 6 wickets to spare. Cox finishing 62 not out. That's going to be good for the young opener. But we grab ourselves the Man of the Match award, the Player of the Match award for the second game straight, which is absolutely awesome. First innings, 4 for 51. First innings with the bat, 82 not out. Second innings with the ball, 3 for 22. Very destructive there at the start. And then obviously in the 4th innings, not required with the bat. But Tassie grabbed themselves a win. I think they stay in touch. I think South Australia possibly are first. So we stay in touch with them on the Sheffield Shield ladder. But done and dusted inside 3 days. You got to be happy with that. If you are excited and hyped for this series to carry on, guys, and you did enjoy this video, make sure to give this video a like. Smash that like button. If you are new, please do subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching. Ka kite anō. See you soon.